Welcome back to another review on the Honda Pioneer 704. Today we're going to do a review on the factory Honda windshield that I installed Friday night and the roof that I also installed Friday night. As you can see here in northwestern Pennsylvania, it's raining and it's kind of cold. And the windshield has done exactly what its name says. It has shielded us from the wind and the rain. It seals really good. It was quite easy to put on. There's, I see just a little wee bit of water that has come through the seal, but it's nothing major. Down here low, I seen where some water had made its way through the seal, but I think after it moves and settles in, it'll be just fine. The roof is absolutely fabulous. We haven't got a drop of rain on us. And as you can see, I don't have anything on the sides. So I got no side screens or anything like that, and we still have not got any water on us. I'm going to jump right into the mirrors. The mirrors are awesome. This is my first time riding it with the windshield, the roof, the mirrors, the rear rack that I built. It's the first time that we will be riding this with this stuff on here. These are designed if you hit a limb or something like that, they come right back. Either way, these were like 60 bucks on Amazon. Absolutely wonderful when I needed to look behind me to back up. I can see behind me, as it were before I really couldn't. I highly suggest a set of mirrors. They said that they would fit the Honda tubes. They don't. I had to put a little piece of rubber in there to make them tight. I got the driver's side, the passenger side. Then I have a rear view mirror. That is just mainly so I can keep an eye on my kids in the back. And then the rack that I built. I can't really make it much closer to the machine than what I have already. I've taken it over some pretty rough terrain so far, and I've hit a few times way back here, but it doesn't get hung up. It hits, it comes right over. It's doing exactly what I want it to do right now. I expected it to hit occasionally, but other than that, yet again, Honda Pioneer 704. This thing is leaving me very impressed. To come on the channel will be a winch that I'm going to be putting on. Some of the other modifications that I want to do is I'd like to do a light bar, and I'd also like to do fender flares on the front. Throws a lot of mud back. So after I got home and washed the Honda, I watched the video and I wanted to talk a little bit more about the windshield. I failed to mention that I actually opted for an actual glass windshield. I talked to a few people. The people said that the plexiglass windshield was prone to scratching. You couldn't clean it with Windex. You had to be very particular on how you cleaned it. A full plexiglass windshield for this was $500. A glass windshield is $1,000. That's straight from Honda. When I bought it, I financed this, the windshield, the roof, and a bed mat. The bed mat I don't really plan on using, but I financed that in as well. If I ever fold down the seats as a bed mat to keep junk from getting into the seat mechanism. Up here there are 3 holes in the windshield. I believe that's for some sort of windshield wiper. I'm going to have to look into that because I rode today in some pretty heavy rain, as you can tell from the earlier video. And it would have been nice to be able to use the windshield wipers. Everything else has functioned absolutely amazing. I've had this thing in some pretty weird spots where it had to articulate quite a bit. It does very well. It has pulled a wheel on me a couple of times. That being said, I've had it in some pretty rough spots. If you've seen the video, so you've seen the trails that I ride are not, great. They're not terrible. They're not dirt roads by any means. So you're going around trees that are down and everything else, and I've had to go around a couple down trees where it got kind of tippy, but it does great. I've only had to lock it into 4-wheel drive once to get out of a mud hole that I went in. I mean, this thing does absolutely phenomenal in 2-wheel drive. It's all in all, I am, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I am more than happy with the performance of this machine. So if you're thinking about one of these, I highly recommend it.